What's up, sophisticated business owners? It is your favorite attorney, Candace Chantel here. I am a business attorney. I work directly with business owners to help them grow and protect their brand with contracts, entity formation, trademarks, copyrights, and so much more. And today I want to discuss a recent interview done by Steve Harvey on the Earn Your Leisure TV show, where he discusses how his idea for a new TV show, his concept, was stolen from him allegedly by a major TV network. Okay. All right. Now, in this interview, Steve Harvey states that he met with the TV network. He disclosed his ideas for a TV show called Steve Harvey's Big Time. He disclosed all of his concepts for the show, even down to the nitty-gritty of who he wanted to be the producers for this TV show, all the way down to the time he wanted the TV show to run and everything like that. Well, allegedly, the network rejected his proposal and did not want to do business with him. However, later down the line, Steve Harvey alleges that the TV network that he pitched to copied his entire concept and just changed the name, and it became what's known today as America's Got Talent. All right. Now, in this same interview, Steve Harvey states out of his own mouth that he regrets not having his business together, specifically not owning his IP, not having a trademark over, all of his branding and things like that. And so today I want to dive a little bit more into what Steve Harvey discussed, because that is something that many business owners have an issue with now or have had an issue with before. All right. So let's jump into it. All right. So the first thing that I want to address from Steve Harvey's interview is the fact that he said he went to disclose or pitch his concept for this TV show. Now, the only way to protect your idea, right, is if you have the person that you're discussing it with sign a contract prior to you disclosing the concept or the idea. Okay? I'm going to say that again. The only way to protect your ideas is if you have the person sign a contract before you disclose the ideas or concepts to them, okay? And it can't just be any contract. It has to be a specialty contract that outlines certain things that would happen if they did steal your idea, okay? All right. So without this contract, your ideas are not able to be protected, okay? So that's the first thing that Steve Harvey should have done. And that's something that I always advise my clients to do prior to disclosing their ideas. I mean, let's face it, as people, we come up with amazing ideas each and every day, and sometimes we're very casual with sharing those ideas with family members or friends, or even down to professionals, like when you're going to maybe try to get a loan from the bank to utilize to bring your idea to life or whatever. And even like Steve Harvey, pitching your idea to a network that you want to bring your idea to life, right? That was the same situation allegedly with the young lady who created the movie The Matrix. Allegedly, she, entered into a competition. She submitted her script and pitched her movie to a major company for them to pick up the script and make it a movie. She was not advanced in the competition. They did not want to work with her. However, later down the line, she saw the movie The Matrix come out, and she alleged, hey, that movie The Matrix was her script. They stole it. That is what she alleged. So anyways, we have these ideas all of the time, but you have to be very careful when you're disclosing it, right? You have to be very careful before you disclose this information Make sure that you have the person in which you're meeting with, the person that you're disclosing the information to, make sure you have them sign a contract first, okay? That is the only way to protect your ideas if they steal it, okay? So a great example of that would be the Coming to America movie, okay? There was a huge lawsuit years ago regarding the Coming to America movie. Well, the original creator of that concept, Coming to America, that idea, met with the company, I believe it was Paramount Studios that produced Coming to America, met with those individuals for that company, allegedly, and, pitched this idea, right? And the good part about it was, the script writer made them sign a contract prior to disclosing his concept for this movie. Now, Paramount rejected, the idea, right? They said, no, we don't like that movie. We're not going to pick that up. Sorry, try next time. And guess what? Later down the line, they end up coming out with Coming to America, which was pretty much exactly the same as the script that was pitched to them, except the few little changes that they made, okay? And so, of course, the script writer, Oswald, he said, hey, that's my movie, that's my concept, that's my idea, right? You guys stole it, okay? And the only way he was able to really recover was because he did, in fact, have, that company sign a contract prior to him disclosing his idea. So you can see the very big differences in how you go about disclosing your ideas, okay? We don't just go in meetings and start blabbling on about our ideas and our concepts, because the fact of the matter is people are not honest and truthful, and they will steal your stuff, okay? So you want to protect your ideas. The only way to do that is to make individuals sign a contract prior to you disclosing your ideas and concepts, okay? So that's the first thing that I wanted to discuss regarding Steve Harvey's interview. The second thing is Steve Harvey states that, he wishes that he had his IP together, and he wishes he had a trademark. So I want to break down those things so that there is clarity on what they are and when and how you use them. So the first thing, IP is an acronym for the term intellectual property, okay? Intellectual property is the things that you derive from your mind, okay? That's why it is your intellectual property. The things you derive from your mind that fall into one of three categories, okay? So intellectual property, view it as an umbrella term, and under that umbrella, there are three different kinds of intellectual property, okay? The first kind of intellectual property would be a patent, okay? Patents are what you use to protect your inventions, okay? So if you came up with a new invention, right, and you wanted to protect that invention, then you would go and get a patent over it so that you could own that invention legally and have protection over it, okay? The second type of intellectual property would be your trademark, okay? Now, the trademark is what you use to protect your brand, okay? And your brand consists of anything that consumers use to identify your business, okay? Right? So your brand could be your business name, right? If you're a business owner, it could be your stage name if you're a rapper or a singer or some type of performer, right? It could also be your logo if you have a certain logo that you use in your business, right? Anything that consumers use to identify your brand. Heck, it can even be a sound, all right? So Cardi B was known for her right? And that is what consumers use to identify Cardi B's brand. So Cardi B was able to get a trademark over that, or at least she filed an application, okay? Even further, we all are familiar with the TV show Law and Order, right? Before that show comes on, they have a unique sound. Doom, 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 right? That sound is unique to their brand. Whenever you hear that sound, you immediately think of Law and Order, right? So they were able to trademark that. So basically, anything that consumers use to identify your brand, that is what you would get a trademark over to protect that, okay? The third type of intellectual property would be copyrights. Now, copyrights are what you use to protect your works of authorship, okay? Now, that includes things like if you write a book and you want to legally own the book and protect the book, you would get a copyright over it. If you wrote some music, you're an artist, right? If you are a movie writer, a script writer, you wrote a script for a movie or a TV show, you would get a copyright over it, okay? If you're a dancer and you wanted to create some choreography, right, you would get a copyright over the choreography, okay? For us course creators, you created a course, you have an ebook, you would get a copyright over it to legally own it and protect it, okay? So those are the three types of intellectual property, okay? Now, in Steve Harvey's interview, he specifically brought up that he wished he had a trademark. Well, in this case, the trademark would not have protected his idea. You cannot get a protection over your ideas using intellectual property. So the trademark, the invention, the patent, the copyright, none of those would protect just an idea, okay? So, like I said, in order to protect the idea, you would need to have that person sign a contract before you disclose it. Now, he mentioned the trademark. The trademark would not have protected his idea. However, he could have gotten a trademark over the name of the TV show. He said he was going to name the TV show Steve Harvey's Big Time, okay? Now, he could have gotten a trademark over that. He also could have protected... if he wrote like a script out or something for the TV show, he could have gotten a copyright over that, right? So those are the things in which he could have done to better protect himself. Obviously now, looking back on it, he regrets not doing it, but that's okay. We live and we learn. So those are my, review of Steve Harvey's amazing interview with Earn Your Leisure. And just some tips for you all business owners and the like on how to go about protecting, your brand, if you have any ideas, how to go about, securing that before you disclose it, and so much more that we discussed today. I know it was a pretty long YouTube video, but I wanted to give you guys a thorough analysis of what I thought about Steve Harvey's interview. And so I hope you all enjoy. Do me a favor, as I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you will know when I decide to go live or when I post a new video. All right. Thanks so much for joining and tuning in today and learning more about how you can grow and protect your brand as a business owner. I am Candace Chantel, owner of Sophisticated Business Owners, where I teach business owners how to grow and protect their brand using contracts, trademarks, copyrights, and entity formation, amongst other things. All right. If you want to take any of my courses or buy any of my ebooks to learn how to do some of these things yourself, for example, if you want to learn how to file your own trademark, then you can click the link below and sign up for my do-it-yourself trademark course. If you want to learn more about contracts and, what is this thing called a contract? What are the major provisions that you should be watching out for in contracts before you sign them? Then you'll want to sign up and take my contract review master course. All right. Until next time, love and light, and I'll see y'all later.